Hi, Dave, KD8NZF here. And I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about using DX Summit during contests and DX events and such. A lot of folks like to use what's called the cluster, which is a website basically that lists who's on the air and frequency and what they're doing and that kind of thing. So let's start at the beginning here, and we'll just go and uh, go to your favorite search engine and we'll type in DX Summit. And lo and behold, here comes the link for it, and DX Summit will go on that, and we should see something like this. So this is the opening page, and you're looking at basically everything unfiltered, meaning this is everything in the world that DX Summit knows about that's going on. For instance, this very first line says that in the country of Bonaire, there's a fellow on FT8. His call is PJ4. I'm not sure why we have slash PA5X, but he is on 21.074 megahertz. And he was the person who posted this was CX4AD. Uh, Looking down the listing here, I see United States, and I see here again somebody on FT8. There's a lot of FT8 activity, and this one is N1RV is the person who's on FT8, and they're on looks like what 40 meters 7075.6, and this was posted by EA4 FME. Okay, so it's interesting to be able to go down and see who's doing what in various parts of the world. Uh, but where the strength really comes in is by using some of these filters. So for instance, maybe you would like to just see people who are on 40 meters. If I come up to the top here and go for filters and hit this plus, I get to choose, for instance, whether I want to do phone, CW, or Digi connections, or all of them. I'm going to just say phone, and I'm going to say, let's see, 40 meters ought to be about 7 megahertz, and we'll let it go at that. So I'm going to set the filters, and now when I look at the listing, it'll just be people who are on 40 meters. Now, I didn't exclude anything, so it is showing me FT8s also, but let's see if we find anything else. Oh, here we are, United States Youth on the Air Month Special Event Station. And that's looks like it's going. I'm currently here at 1:30 Zulu time while I'm making this, and this was at 1:13. So these guys are probably still on the air. Their call, the station Youth on the Air station, is K8A Special Event Call. They're on 7.189 megahertz. And the person who spotted this was KI7TKR. Okay, moving down, I see some more FT8 stuff, lots of that. Here's a net going on called the 100 watts in a wire net. And let's see here, what else we got? Well, I think you get the idea on that. All right, so I don't want those filters in there. I want to look at something else. So I'm going to come here and open up the filter thing and say again and say clear filters. That'll get rid of all the filters. I'm back to a listing of everything. But now let's go put in something here. Let's see. Let's exclude CW and Digi so that hopefully we're just going to get the phone. Let's include, let's do 80 meters this time, 3.5 megahertz, and we'll let it go at that. We'll set those filters. So yep, it's giving me 80 meters, and looks like, what do we got here? Look, yeah, it does look like it's mostly phone stuff from what I can tell. Here is a Parks on the Air station. The parks folks all across the country, they do this Parks on the Air, and the parks and the operators and such have an identification number. So here's the ID for that one. I'm not a big Parks on the Air guy, so I don't remember if that was the identifier for the park or for the operator. I think it's for the park. And let's see here. Anything else? Oh, Ukraine's calling. Somebody in the Ukraine is calling CQ. Okay. And here's somebody in Germany, and the fellow that put this spot in, these are called spots. The fellow that put this spot in says they've got a big signal from Germany. So apparently it's coming in pretty strong. And well, I think you get the gist of that. Okay. Now, another thing I like to use sometimes is to be able to look at a long period of time. Let me get rid of these filters here and I'll be able to show you better what I'm talking about. Clear these filters. And so now we're back at the whole list. And this is going to be a little boring. I may edit it out so you don't have to wait through this. But I'm looking at this listing and it's going to get updated here pretty soon. And there it went. Okay. So it just updated by adding some entries. So what happens is when it updates up here at the top, everything below it moves down. And so of course, anything at the bottom moves off the listing. And if you were trying to find some, maybe you were trying to find a particular contest or something, you might lose some of the entries here that pertain. And when things are really hot, when there's a contest going on, this thing will be updating left and right, and things will be moving down faster and you can keep track of them basically. So what I like to do in those cases is to use what's called a spot search. And so I'm over here, right now we're here where it's showing us spots from everything. But if I come over here to a spot search, I can now specify how many spots I want to look at. I can do some filtering just like before, but I'm going to say I want to see 100 spots, and I'm going to say refresh the spots here. Well, now this is everything. Again, I didn't use any filters on this one. This is the last 100 spots. That previous page didn't have 100 on it. And so this one is not going to get updated automatically. It's only going to get updated when I go through and refresh the spots. So if I got somebody from the United States like this Youth on the Air that I wanted to keep track of, oh yeah, they were on 7189. I remember now. It's not moving on me. I can keep that one in front of me. Of course, it doesn't show you what's being added new. So a lot of times what I'll do is I will open two tabs here and have one tab running this static listing and the other tab running the one that gets updated frequently. And so that helps out a lot of times. At any rate, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of features in here and a lot of things to look at, but that's pretty much the overview is how to find contests, special events, QSO parties, and so on that are going on at any given time. And I hope that helps you out. Hope to get you interested in doing some of those contests and QSO parties and such. Catch you later.